Hello everyone, I'm Andrew. I'm coming from A1 Consulting. Thank you so much for staying until now. I know it's late and it's the last sections. So today I just want to share with you one of our most inspiring story of our clients. They are the first client who implement Odoo 17th enterprise last year, and this is a journey. We want to share with you the journey with the clients for today's sections. So before we start, please scan the QR if you want to raise any questions. Okay, so this is my friends and my clients. His name is Zachary. He's coming from South of Asia. He's actually planning to come down here today to share the story with you, but due to some technical issue with the train last night, he can't make it to Pro Show. So I will present on behalf of him today. He have a background of 10 years of sourcing and supply chains. Zachary is currently a COO and managing partner of Source of Asia. Source of Asia is the company based in the company based in Asia, and they are helping the business in all of our world to invest in Asia. I will share more about Source of Asia later. So let's explore a bit about myself. I'm Andrew, and I have been 15 years working with open source platform, and we are official Odoo partner for more than 10 years. I have been certified, starting the certification of Odoo, collecting the badge since Odoo 12 until now Odoo 17. Every year I take the certificate, and being an Odoo partner, we also founded alliance called Odoo Enterprise Asia. So we are A1 Consulting. We're based in Vietnam and Malaysia, and also Singapore. We associate with Mission Plus. Is one of entity in Singapore. So beside Malaysia, Singapore, and Vietnam, we have a strong collaboration with all top Odoo partner in Asia, including Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Japan, South Korea, Cambodia, China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Laos. So to bring this group of top partner in Asia together, we can deliver all the projects in the whole continent-wise. Compared to South of Asia, they have four main core service, including market expansions, corporate service and HR solutions, sourcing and supply chains, and M&A service. So they are the international business accelerator based in Vietnam and Southeast Asia. They're also expanding in South Korea recently. So they are 100% professional services, and when they come to us, they want to digitize the whole company. And this is one of the challenges we have. And South of Asia, they are strategically expanding market in Southeast Asia and South Korea, and they are active member of several business network. Okay, so when it comes to us, there's several challenges they are facing without the ERP system. The whole data is very fragmented. It's very hard to find a source of truth, and there's a lot of manual work have been done through email, through updating in different software like Zero. It takes a long time to make a report, and there's no such thing called real-time report. Every report needs to go through a very long process to get, and there's no project management system in place. Because they are professional services, most of the order coming from their clients, and they have multiple projects. And how Odoo can help them? We help them to centralize and decentralize a certain responsibility within the organizations. We help them to reduce all the manual work and save a lot of time of manual data entry, or we help them to automate a lot of workflow to integrate all different departments. The most important thing when SOA come to us, they want to streamline their financial management. So the fact that we interact directly with the CFO of South of Asia to ensure that the core structure of the finance is well structured in Odoo, and the help of the CFO is also streamlined and ensure that the core finance structure is in place in Odoo. Then that is a great help. And of course, we bring in the project management functionality into that. Okay, so come back a bit to the whole service solution of Odoo. Odoo is always very famous for different industry, but for professional services, Odoo is, have a lot of function for software company like us or like Odoo. But when it comes to a total professional services, there's a lot of function is still on the way to develop. So if you look at here, there's a lot of function is still not yet completed. And those in the concrete box is those that we have been working actively to complete that. Though if it's in the, not a complete box, is in the progress for us to continue to improve that. And I think Odoo already have that in the roadmap. Okay, so when it comes to services, there's so many different types of services, including the code services, the practice, preventive maintenance, installation and training, warranty services, construction, professional services, and individual services. Different types of services come with different pain and different needs. For example, if you come to preventive maintenance, there's a requirement to have a flexible contract management because different customers will have a different way of doing their own contract. We need to have a way to manage the warranties, tracking. We need to have a lot of advanced function to automate it upon schedule. And of course, we need a place to store the sort of truth for SOA. So different type of services require different needs and different functionality. And of course, Odoo is, it's a standard function. So we need to have a lot of improvement on top of the standard functions. For specific the case of SOA, they are professional services, so they really require a project accounting with task management. That is the most important thing. So they can track the timesheet, and the timesheets come with the cost. They need to have a flexible way of billing their clients, and they need a very strong needs for the expense management to ensure that they can track the P&L. And of course, the budget is the most important thing for the whole project management and the forecast of the cash flow. Okay, when they come to different industry specific of service, so service is not industry by itself, it's come as part of the other services of other industry like agricultural, constructions, technology, home services, oil and gas. So come to industry specific, we need to have another in-depth level of services. So when I come to do Odoo, implement Odoo for industries, for the service company, I really need to understand very well where the client is coming from, what industry they are, and what type of services they have. So that is a guideline for us to deep down into the service sector industry. So this is a system overview of what we have been doing for SOA. We divide into 3 phases, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Usually for approaching the normal ERP project, we usually start from operation first, and then finance, and then advanced functions. But for SOA, we do another way around. We start from the core finance. That's why you can see the phase 1 is project management, accounting with the Vietnam accounting standards, VAS. We have all the different functionality and reporting like P&L, balances, cash and bank, budget and forecast is a core piece of that. So we start directly from the piece from the heart of the system, which is from ERP, which is the finance. And we are just finished the phase 1 for them after 1 year of implementations. And then, that the phase 2 will be doing more on the CRM, the operation, optimization, the dashboard. And then phase 3 will be the HRM. So that's how we structure the whole different stage. And we follow strictly the Odoo implementation process in terms of, try to keep the system as standard as possible in the start, and then break the implementation into different phases. So we strictly follow that, and this works. And this is how the complexity is. It's not only about the functionality on the modules level. We are talking about, because SOA is up in multi-different country. So they have the entity in Vietnam, in Hong Kong, in different country, multi-currencies. And when they start with us, they have only 3 entities, and now they add on 2 more, which means that on the way we need to adapt to the new expansion of the business, because they cannot just stop there. So before we start with Odoo, they manage all the different projects in something called OFU. But then, we remove that, all the Excel things, and we put everything into the project base with the budget plans and the actual cost and revenue tracking. On top of that, the whole service of SOA split into source and trading, market expansions, corporate service, and internal divisions. So the fact that all the costs or revenue need to factor in different business units and different entities. So we have the legal part and we have the business unit part, and this is the matrix, which means that any time they can pull out report for specific business unit domain, or we can pull out report on entity domains. So this kind of you know, analytic account or the multi-company functionality of Odoo allow us to ensure this can be pulled out in the report in the real time. So this is a complex project, even though how simple it looks like. We have been doing a year to optimize all of it for them step by step. But the good thing is that we don't wait for a year to launch the system. We launch the system within 3 months, which means that we put the system to use and then we continuously improve that. So that is, for me, is one of the major important factor to bring the project as a success. Okay, so this is the process for stocks and trading. Is just for example, and then they can start from receiving the request from the client, create the quotations, review the quotations, create the sales order, deliver the goods. So within the service part, actually, there's a component of the sales and delivery there. Yep. And we have the sale process for storyboard, we have the sale process for service, we have the sale process for dropship. So it's all of this is, basically Odoo have, but there's a lot of improvement we need to make from there, from the base version to the something that is workable in the real case. So this below is some of the key value we deliver through the system. We allow as a single source of truth for all the master data, including the customer, the vendor, the products. It sounds simple, but a lot of business out there, they still have not able to achieve that. We create a base, the core flow is spotting, accounting, and financial report in real times for the management wise. So anyone with the authority, they can extract our report any time of the day, as long as they want. So we well integrate all different modules that I shared with you previously, the sales, the purchase, and the inventory, which is the core module of the ERP software for the service company. So the apps that we use, we are using the sales, the purchase, inventory, accounting, the core basic functions. And we also implement the e-invoicing in Vietnam, which is something that Odoo will come out at out-of-box function in Odoo 18. Yeah, that's the good news. Okay, so this basically what I'm trying to share with you the story. If today, Zachary is here, we can share with you more on his view, but unfortunately he's not here. So this is, our cloud ERP implementation methodology. We base on Odoo, but we add on a few things in localized for Vietnam and Asia context. And then this is who I am, and please connect me in WhatsApp, or you can look for me in LinkedIn. I'm happy to connect with you to our alliance with all the Odoo top partner in Asia, and we can exchange our contact and explore each other. Thank you so much for your listening. Yeah, and any questions?